Belle was born November 11, 1859 in Selbu, Norway. She moved to the United States in 1881 and lived with her sister and brother-in-law in Chicago. She first worked as a domestic servant, then got a job at a butcher's shop cutting up animal carcasses until she got married to Mads Sorensen in 1884. They owned a candy store together, but one day it mysteriously burned to the ground. Then the couple's home was also burned down. The couple received insurance payouts for both instances. Before their home burned down, 2 babies had died in their home from inflammation of the large intestine, which can result from poisoning. Belle had insured both of the children and collected a large insurance check after each death. Neighbors gossiped at the news because Belle never appeared to be pregnant. Belle's husband had also purchased 2 life insurance policies for himself. On July 30th, 1890, both of those life insurance policies overlapped, one expiring that day and the other beginning. Mads died of a cerebral hemorrhage that day. Belle explained that he had come home with a headache and she provided him with medicine for the pain. But when she later checked on him, he was dead. Belle collected a total of $5,000 from both life insurance policies. That's equivalent to about $140,000 in today's money. With that money, she moved to LaPorte, Indiana and bought a pig farm. On April 1st, 1902, Belle married a Peter Gunnis. The following week, Peter's infant daughter died of an unknown cause in Belle's care. And then 8 months later, Peter died of a skull injury. Belle told police that Peter had reached for something high on a shelf and a meat grinder fell on him, smashing his skull. They suspected her of murder, but nothing came of the case. Belle was able to collect insurance money for Peter's death. Then, Belle started placing marriage ads in the Chicago newspaper. After corresponding with these men for a few months, they would come to the farm with a large amount of cash and the promise of marriage and would never be heard from again. Then, in April 1908, Belle's farmhouse burned to the ground. In the ruins, authorities found the bodies of a headless adult woman who they initially believed to be Belle Gunnis and her 3 children. Local newspapers headlined with Belle as a praiseworthy woman who died in a fire in a desperate attempt to save her children. That headline was soon rescinded when they found an additional 11 bodies on her property. Ray Lamphere, Belle's on and off lover, would tell the police everything. One of the victim's brother warned Belle that he would arrive at the farm to investigate his brother's disappearance. To avoid being discovered, Belle asked Lamphere to burn down her farmhouse with her children inside. She would fake her own death and flee. Even with this information, Belle was still pronounced dead. They claimed the headless body they found was Belle, even though the body was shorter than Belle's height. What actually happened is still unknown.